Jonathan J. Baker, age 23, of North Baltimore, Ohio, allegedly took the child while armed with a weapon. Soon after, he contacted the girl's mother and told her he was feeling ill and he wanted to take his life. Police dash cam body cam footage now reveal the moments before Baker accelerated his yellow Camaro during a police chase and crashed it into the side of a home, taking the life of a baby inside. The alleged kidnapper is still in the hospital in critical condition, and police have launched a homicide investigation. At about 3:43 p.m., and Seneca County Sheriff's Office was notified by Wood County deputies about the abduction and told the abductor was heading in their direction in a Camaro. The Tiffin Police Department stated an off duty police officer located the man in the yellow Camaro and radioed the information to dispatch. Baker's car was being followed by police for minutes before he suddenly jolted left erratically and veered off the road. He crossed over the lane with oncoming traffic and pummeled the car at a speed into the side of a home in S. Sandusky Street. Footage shows the car flying off a small bump before it crashed into the property. No one was home during the time. Several police officers and civilians immediately rushed towards the mangled car and tried to force the passenger side door open. Airbags were deployed during the crash. The infant was removed from the vehicle via a back window and life saving protocols were administered, as she was having injuries from the head and had labored breathing. She was rushed to the hospital where she later passed. It took responders an hour and a half to remove Baker, age 23, from his vehicle. Law enforcement had not confirmed if Baker was related to the child. Chief David W. Pauley stated this, quote, "The incident began in the city of North Baltimore, Ohio yesterday, June 27th of 2023, as a dispute between the mother of the child, whose name is being withheld, and her boyfriend, 23-year-old Jonathan J. Baker. Baker took the 7-month-old child and left in the vehicle. North Baltimore police sent a bolo to the area, law enforcement with special attention to Seneca and Sandusky counties. The vehicle was observed as it was traveling through the city of Tiffin. Seneca County Sheriff and Tiffin police cruisers attempted to initiate a traffic stop. The suspect vehicle rapidly accelerated and veered left off the road, crashing into a residence at 613 S Sandusky Street. From the vehicle where life saving protocols were administered. Baker was also provided medical assistance. Both infant and Baker were Tiffin Mercy Hospital. The infant later succumbed to her injuries. Baker was transported by air to Toledo St. Vincent Hospital, where he still is located in critical condition. Tiffin detectives are investigating the incident. The investigation is ongoing, and additional search warrants, interviews, and other investigation steps will be taken. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation has been requested to assist in the process for evidence. Tiffin police were working with the North Baltimore Police, the Seneca County Sheriff's Office, and both the Seneca and Wood County prosecutors regarding this incident and tragedy. I want to say condolences to the family. I'm just trying to figure out this one thing: who is the mother, and how is it that this man, because they didn't state in the article if he was the father or not, that's still up in the air. How was he able to gain access to the child? Because this just seems completely odd and out of the way. So an argument basically occurs, and a person, a man that could be the father, could not be the father, gained access and was enabled access to a child. And then he decided to take his car in a fit of rage and he decided to plow it in the side of a home. And usually, what happens in these incidences is that the people who had the initial plan, they're not the ones who are going to suffer the greatest loss. It's always those who are with those people who end up being the greatest casualties, who end up suffering the greatest loss. And as you see, the young child was the one who suffered the most. And I've continuously stated to people that you need more people out here that legitimately actually care about children, because obviously everybody failed the child at the end of the day. the child is the only one that took the biggest and the greatest loss, while everybody else is left to mourn and to think about their lives, think about their children, think about, all the other things in life. While you have a child that didn't ask for any of this and that didn't even get the option to live a full life. And I say time and time again that there are not enough adults out here who actually care about the children. And this is proof of that. A lot of the times you hear incidences such as this, it's always the parents that were the cause of something negative in the child's life, not some random stranger, random deviant, or anything like that. It's usually the ones that are the closest to the child that end up causing and doing the greatest harm. Again, if this guy is not prosecuted and given some type of bail or what have you, again, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what area or what line society is, directly on at this moment in time, but obviously it's not the right one. Obviously it's a bad one. Obviously you have more than just the man here who doesn't care. If there were more stricter laws when it dealt with certain instances and stories like this where you would have an adult that decided to do whatnot or whatever, and the passenger or the bystander or what have you was a child, if there were harsher sentencing and rules to deal with things of this nature, you would have a lot less because people would already know what would happen if they were caught. And a lot of people are afraid of getting caught. People are more amped of the idea of doing something because their end game is that they're never going to get caught. The police aren't going to capture them. The police aren't going to find them. The police aren't going to know that they did it. So within that, they find comfort in the fact of knowing, or at least theorizing, that they're going to get away with whatever it is that they're going to get away with. People have the fear in the back of their mind that, yo, what if this plan doesn't go right? What if my calculations are wrong? What if I actually get caught? No one actually plans to get caught. Everybody always plans to do the deed and basically escape as if they were never a part of it. So again, more adults out there need to make or push for harder legal actions, laws, and rules so that things like this don't take place. That's all I'm saying.